Number one.
Right, well, the thing is that I can't answer that because I am not the acting sheriff, and he would have to answer that himself, okay? I can't answer something that I'm not in control of. When I do become, if I'm lucky enough to become the sheriff, those are things that I will address and look at. And then I will look to see how I can fix those things. I mean, that's the best I can do. I can't give you an answer on somebody else's allocation of what they do with the money and where they put it.
As of right now, the cake, the ice cream, and the pudding is being made in a kitchen that couldn't pass even a Board of Health standard.
Okay.
Owing to the black mold, the leaks through the roof, it needs to be torn down.
Now, okay, all right. I have is this kind of helping me with that?
Well, I'm trying to help.
Okay.
Just to throw out that the Board of Health inspects the kitchen every year. The Department of Corrections inspects the building every year. So all those things have been documented and looked at.
Okay.
You know, so it's not a neglectful sheriff. It's an ongoing process. It's when the building is 180 years old, it needs work.
Yes.
It's an ongoing process. The water pours in the kitchen when it rains. He's a good man, by the way.
Okay.
But it's,
Well, these things have to get fixed. They have to get fixed properly. I know where it comes. I know about that. It's been doing it for quite a while, but these are the things that we have to look at. These are the things that we have to put out there. Maybe these are the things that will help us get a new facility. You got to push that envelope, and I'm going to be pushing hard. I got to, wherever I have to take it, how many times I have to take it there, I will do that. I don't disagree with you. We do need a facility.
And he's right. And just to prove your point, that is why the public needs to help us get a new facility for all those reasons. Everybody agrees and everybody is aware of it. We do agree.
I'm here to back you up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and I thank you for those concerns and issues, but I am well aware of them. Yes?
I just want to move on to something different if we can.
Okay.
If you were to be elected sheriff, you would be the leader of the largest law enforcement agency in Martha's Vineyard, in Dukes County. Population-wise, employee-wise, are you more concentrated on the operation of the jail and the 911 center and existing programs? Or would you be looking to expand in sort of the law enforcement area? As an example, years ago when a contract came up, West Tisbury ended up with the airport detail. There are other things that happen along the piers.
Yeah.
Would you be open to expanding your workforce into more law enforcement functions?
Yes. One of my thoughts, with the other thoughts that I have, is that I would like to get every officer working through an academy. I would like to get a car on the road. I would like to man a car and do patrol on the island as backup to other. I want to work with the other agencies on the island. I don't want to step on any toes, but there's not a reason why we couldn't do backup. I mean, if there was, I don't even know, I'd have to read the statute and what a sheriff could do and can't do, invoke. I don't know if we can invoke and do Chapter 90. If that is the case and I can give that directive to do that, then I would like to do that if it's right in front of you. I wouldn't want to be on patrol, stepping on other agencies in their jurisdictions and stuff like that.
It's not a jurisdictional question. You have jurisdiction throughout the county.
Oh, that's true. That's all. I want to work with the other agencies, and I would like to expand what we do, yes. I want us to have a multi-division department that does many things.
Would that include your own canine?
Possibly, yes. Investigation, lots of things. Criminal investigations, yeah. There was a hand up back there.
Are you concerned with the different rates of pay?
Yes.
Because if you pay $10,000, $20,000, whatever it is, to put somebody through an academy, and you can't match the pay to say Evertown PD, they're gonna leave the first year again.
Well, I would hope that we can make it, like I said earlier, that we would make it a place where we're gonna make it a career. We want it to be a place where you wanna work. And you're not, you know, like most places, they put you through the academy and boom, you're out the door. You know, I've seen that, I know all about that. I don't know if there's a way where, you know, you get through the academy and then you're obligated to us for a certain amount of time. But hopefully, the department will have changed and you won't want to go anywhere because we're growing. We're going to be a growing department. We're not going to be, you know, we're here. You know, we might be here now, but we're moving forward. So all that luggage and stuff is, we're leaving it back there and we're moving forward now. So that's what I'm hoping to do. I don't know, was there another part to that question?
There's always other ones.
Right. You're only limited to one question. No, I can't even see that. Yeah.
I thought I pointed at me.
No.
I'm just gonna tag to her question. With the limited state funding that these facilities get, the ability to match pay is very limited. Can you think of any other incentives for officer retention?
I don't know how, until I'm in that position, I don't know if there's like, how to fight for that extra money, how to classify us as a, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, we're the most hands-on facility out of any facility that I'm aware of. I'm not sure, because everybody's pods and, you know, I don't know how, you know, how it works. I know one person's in a pod and they watch over 40 or 50 guys, where we are turn the key, open the door, in and out. So I would consider us more hands-on. I know that we're at the lower end of the pay structure of all the sheriff's departments in the state. You know, I know that we don't have 1,500 people incarcerated in our facility, but still, you know, it's the same job, but at a different level, you know? So, these are all things that I have to do. I have to do my homework in order to see where I can go and what I can do. But, the pay, yeah, we gotta get the pay up, you know, at the comm center, at the office, I see you. And, you know, so that we can retain and keep people, you know? But people are gonna have to work extra hard to get that extra money. So, be accountable, yes, sir.
I'm going to give you one of the answers to that question of officer retention, and that's to give them a facility that they'd be proud to come to work at. Unless my
True.
memory doesn't serve me correctly,
True.
I remember this officer who just asked the question,
Okay.
walking through the chapel hall, tripped on one of the tiles, the floor tiles, broken in half, nearly hit her head, falling into the door, unless it was another officer, I could be mistaken.
Okay.
None of the floor tiles even sticking.
Yeah, but do you know what? I mean, I already know why. I know all that. I mean, I know why they don't.
Right, so let's give them a facility they'd be pleased to work at, proud to work at.
Yes.
There's one.
Well, first and foremost, people need to be treated like human beings and be treated correctly in order for them to come to work also. So that's I feel that that's the first of it. And then, you know, the facility is something else. But first and foremost is your treatment of how you treat your employees so that they want to come to work. You know, they're not just a number, you know. 10 minutes left, okay. So,
And can I say something too? We went to Gosnell, it was the most amazing thing. And when you were talking about extra police needed and stuff, what they need over there, and it was so nice to sit down on an island that's part of us and listen to their needs, like they need police. I mean, someone gets hurt there, we have to take a boat to get somebody and then bring them back. The woman in charge was what, 78 years old. If someone gets hurt, what happens if she falls? I mean, there's so many things that I've watched him wanna do, and when you say that, yes, we do, we need more. And the thing is, how do we get the funding for that? But I think as a community, we can do that together, if we all work together.
You know, I want to be part of the team. You know, I want to work with the fire chiefs, the police chiefs, our state representatives, and so forth. We all got to work together to make this work. I believe it can work, as long as everybody wants to work together. And as the sheriff, it's going to be my job to make sure that we're working together. And, you know, we're all looking for the same goal, you know, so, yes.
Do you have any plans on housing females in the facility? About 10 years ago, they created this whole female unit in the back,
Yeah,
and it was never used. And then it was torn down to be made the office facility process. Right now, females, they're only there for a certain amount of time, then the shift boss or
Right.
whoever else.
well, I have an idea. I mean, having worked there and know the layout of the building, I don't know how it could be done. I would have to talk to my department heads and see if it could be done, but I would think that maybe the mods, that section at what, 6 units? I don't know if it's open, but my thought would be that there would be a way to keep at least 4 or 6 of them there, you know. But that also falls under a new facility also, but for what we have, if there was a way of working the, you know, certain times, everybody has to have certain time allotted for different things. And if we could work that into a system where we could accommodate women who need to be incarcerated along, because we have a lot more female officers now than we did before. So maybe that's something that we could entertain and all, but I would be open-minded to that, yeah, because they have families here, and I would like to see them not be displaced somewhere else and their families have, you know, travel and such. Yes, I would be looking into that, yes. Yes.
I got another question. I got 2, I know. Mine are easy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Martha's Vineyard Hospital is one of the few hospitals in the state without any sort of security team in place. Would you ever consider contracting with a hospital who pays, I would say, a detailed rate upwards of $80 an hour for security on the premises?
You can get that deal, let me know.
If they would entertain that, if that's something, excuse me, if that was something that we could bring to them, or they brought it to us, that we could talk about, yeah, I would entertain that. I want to get the department in the community. That's what I want to do. The community's the focal point. I want to be, I don't want to overtax us or like put us in the places that stretches us out, you know, beyond what we can do, but I want to be out there, you know. I want people to see us doing positive things in the community and doing more in the community. And that justifies the funding, I think. I don't know. I'm hoping that I want to do more grant writing. I just want to get as much as I humanly can and expand. You know, we have a community that goes from, I think it's high 20s to mid 20s year round, to up to 100,000 in the summer. We get such an influx of people, you know, at such a fast time. I I can't see the federal government not. We have presidents coming here all the time, we have senators, we have all these people coming. Why, you know, I don't understand why they wouldn't give us,
Stigma.
you know? Because the vineyard's got money, well, we don't, we're not them,
Grants and stuff, yeah.
They're not even ready to address the homeless population.
you know? So,
That's what we want to do.
that's where I'm looking to go with the department, you know, because I think there's great people at the department, and I think that they have great ideas. And don't get me wrong, when I first started at the department and where I ended up at the department had come a long way, you know, but it can go so much more and just be so much more. And that's what I'm emphasizing, and that's what I want to do. You know, my opponent, and I'm not bashing, I try not to bash, but he reiterates and states that he wants to build on the foundation that's already there. Okay, and that's been there in place for quite a while, you know. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think everything needs to be reevaluated and looked at and see if it's working. I don't know if it works or it doesn't. I'm not saying that it doesn't, but we need to look at it. And then maybe, like I said, tweak it a little to make it do a little bit better. You know, this isn't gonna happen overnight. You know, there's gonna be subtle changes, and there's gonna be changes, you know, and over the period of 6 years, hopefully we'll be much further ahead on schedule where we wanna be. But it will be in the right direction, it will be in a positive direction. But I'm looking into the community. That's what motivates me. You know, the community and the people that will be working for me, because it puts us all in a good light. You know, because the good things that we do will reflect on you know, the community and stuff. So, yes.
Mark, as a candidate running for office, you've had a great opportunity to really see the community in a different way. Is there anything in the campaign that has not come out that you want the public to know, or anything you want to share with us that you believe is important for us to understand before Thursday's election that you haven't already spoken about?
How can I answer that?
There's no cameras.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I've run my campaign, it's been the three of us, myself, my wife, my treasurer, and my campaign manager. Okay, it's been the three of us doing, we've never done this, and I get these visions, I feel it in my gut. I have dreams about this stuff, and then we go with things, and it's been working, you know. This has taken me places and taken me and talking to people, and I've met wonderful people that I probably would have never met or talked to without doing this. But what I ask people is that, look at all your candidates. Of the three candidates, we're all going to tell you the same thing. We're all going to say this. We're all going to say that. You know, the issues are the issues. We're just going to tell you the different version or this or that. But look at the candidates and say, gee, did they talk to me 3 years ago? Man, they're talking to me now because they want my vote. And then, will they talk to me after the election? You know, I want people to look at that and go with your guts. Go with your gut. But I think if you look at all the candidates and see how they are and how they've interacted with you or interacted with the community, what have you done for the community? You know, it should be something that you just wanna do, you do for the community, you're out there, you're doing this, you're doing that, not because it's gonna gain you something. It's just something that you naturally do and already do it. You know, actions speak louder than words. So, that's all I can say. Oh, I'm sorry to you.
Oh, I just want to say one thing. Just for me, as how I was raised and what I've done in my life politically, I was so inspired when he came up to me and he asked me to be his campaign manager. Because of his heart, because of his dedication, because he's a grassroots person. It doesn't matter your sexuality, your ethnic, your financial, what you do. He will be there for you. He loves each of us the same. And I have been on the most incredible journey with him. I love his wife. And as much as I loved everything I did with my mom all those years campaigning, there was something, a spark in him, because he's so truthful and he won't hide anything, and he really believes that we can change and that we can make this a community. And after being gone for so many years after my mother died, and coming back and seeing the changes here that is so desperately needed, I think that he is gonna knock it dead. And I think that in a department that has the financial or the possibilities to make this more of a community, and is willing to listen to you and will talk to you, and if he doesn't know, he'll look it up, because I've given him stuff, and I'm like, why did you listen? And then he looks up and goes, oh, you know, and that to me is a person, not somebody that's on a power trip, not somebody that already thinks that they've got it. It's the community. You don't have to agree, but you have to learn to respect to disagree. And then you work together on however you can do it. It doesn't matter your political views, your color, your nationality, anything. It has to do with your heart. And I'm gonna say, I love this man's heart.
My grandmother spanked it into me. Go ahead, John.
Back to my one issue.
Okay.
I don't get, after sitting here for an hour, I don't get the sense that there's any real sense of urgency to replace the present facility. And I certainly don't hear any of that from the other two candidates either. I mean, it's all very well to speak about an expansive outreach of the sheriff's department, but this building is a crap hole.
No, I understand that, but until I get there and I go.
You've been there, though.
No. What I mean is that as the sheriff, there has to be a place where you have, I don't know, the executive directors. I mean, I don't know where you would go to look to see where the funding is or what the protocol to, like with a school, you have to get on a list and they come and evaluate your school, and depending on where you fall on the list, that's how you get a new school. I don't know how it works to get a new jail, but.
In between the time that the proposal at the airport was shot down for whatever reason, that was quite some time ago.
Right.
All 6 towns have put up the biggest Taj Mahals for their ambulance, their fires, their police, and the county is still stuck with this.
Right, but the state.
Funding.
It's totally different funding.
Right, the funding, it comes from the state. The county owns the building, I believe, correct? Or I think it's not?
It's all state.
It's a state, it's all state. Okay, the state took over the facility in, I think it was 2010, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 2010. Yeah, I think it was then.
So do you have any sense of urgency to replace?
Oh, definitely.
the facility?
Oh, yes. I wanted, like I said, I said that I want to look into my options with the state forest, so I can get that farm in there. Once I'm looking into that, of course I'm gonna be looking into what we can do to get a new facility somewhere. Oh yeah, that's right up there. Definitely.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, yeah, it is up there because we need it. I know that, but I don't know the way of going about it yet. And when I do get that, I'm gonna pursue that. Like I said, I try not to, I think before I speak, or I do my homework. So I can't give you a exact answer, but it is a priority, yes. I don't know, where those other plans are, you know, or what Sheriff McCormick had proposed, you know, but, I will pursue that, definitely. So, as many things, but it is up there. So, okay, are we, what?
No, I'm just saying it's 8 just to.
Oh, okay, are there any final, well,
One final comment?
you know, I knew you would.
No,
No, we're out.
I wonder why the campaign manager got the applause and you didn't. Are you not done yet? No, no,
Because she's better. Guys, thank you for coming out.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.